Okay, y'all, good morning, good morning. It's Monday morning. Y'all know my guy is off work today. So y'all know the other night, other afternoon, I did the video over the pulley. So when I got done, I got a couple phone calls, and then I was fooling with the skid steer, you know, on this hydraulic issue right here, on that coupling right there. So when I got done putting the idler on, I didn't even crank the mower up. And so this morning, you know, I don't want no trouble, man. I don't want no trouble at all. I'm just trying to damn get on through the season, right? So this morning I cranked the damn mower up. It's making the same damn noise, y'all. And I'm like, what? So here it is, you know, 8 o'clock in the morning, and yeah, back under the mower. Now I have a disclaimer here. Don't go under one of these right here, because I do. Yes, that you're assuming your own risk. So with that being said, this is a good teaching moment here. So when I cranked it up this morning and it was making the same noise it was the other day, I was like, what? And come to find out, there's something else up. So I picked it up, and now let's really look at it, because I assumed that it was this, right? And I don't think that's it. That's not it. That was not what was wrong. But though that was bad, that was not what was wrong. So when I cranked it up, I felt it in the pedal. You got to be able to feel these things when you're used to riding a lawnmower or operating a lawnmower, and it's the same one. Another reason why I like the same mowers. I mean, I could do a whole series of videos on why I like the same exact mowers, as long as they're high quality, and we know these are high quality. So after looking, I took the belt back off, right? And I'm like, damn, man, I'm thinking it might be one of these pulleys here. But then, so I had it up here and I cranked it up, and I'm watching everything, and the belt's jumping like this, right? Jumping. All this is working fine. The joint right there is working fine. Everything looks good, but there's a sound, y'all, so the belt jumping. So I took the belt off. I ran my hand all up in these right here, you know, because sometimes stuff gets hung in these, and you can turn these. So the other night when I got, before I put the belt on, I looked at all these while they're off, but you can turn them without as long as the belt ain't on there. So everything looked good. So when I cranked it up this morning, I'm like, damn. So I popped the belt off, and now I'm looking a little bit deeper, right? Thinking, damn, you know, and I'm watching. I had it cranked up when it's right here, and I'm watching everything. So fast forward on back here to the pulley back here. See, the other night when I popped it back on, you can't turn this pulley to check it out. But so I took the belt off and I'm feeling all around in there, right? And look, y'all, I don't know if y'all can see it. I hadn't seen it yet, but I felt it. I don't know if y'all can see that. Y'all see that? Look at that. That's what's causing all the problems right there. That's what's making everything jump. And I hope you guys can see that. I don't know how good it is, but I'm gonna pop that out. And probably a sweet gumball. They're notorious for getting into the pulleys, especially when you do, I cut a lot of stuff that's, that ain't typical. Yeah. That was causing it right there. And if you run the mowers and stuff like I run the mowers in, you're gonna run into this kind of thing, especially when you're pushing limbs and stuff. All right, y'all. Good morning. It's Monday morning. Y'all know my guy. Like I said earlier, my guy is not working today, and that's okay. We're getting all caught up on everything because we ain't had no rain. But then on top of all that, the Kubota, that high flow auxiliary female, the Kubota deal was just $375 for that thing. and that's just for the fitting. The standard fittings are like 80 bucks. So I'm thinking that fitting would be, you know, at the tops 200. All right, y'all, so I was getting everything ready, loading up and everything, you know, for the $1,000 job tomorrow morning. It's about 6:30, and I was loading my trailer up, getting everything ready, and I can't get this thing to hook in right here. This is the one that's been leaking. It will not lock down on the fitting. It won't lock down on it. It'll go up in there, but it won't lock. Yeah, that's just, I don't even. $375 plus tax. And I gotta drive 40 minutes one way to get it. I don't think I'm gonna do that, because after talking to the owner of the job that I couldn't do, lost out on so far, you never know, 2 weeks is a long time. He said I'd come back, you know, we could do it in 2 weeks, and I'm like, okay. But I know that if we wait any later than that, the leaves are going to start falling. Then he's not going to want to do it. I know that, because that's how homeowners are when it comes to the woods. Once they can see through there, they're not going to want to cut anything, because they don't know what's going to come back. And yeah, I've lost jobs behind that kind of thing before. Not lately, but you know, in the past, where I was going to do a little clearing, and then the leaves start falling, and then they're like, you know, nah, let's just wait until the spring. And then you roll around to the spring and they moved or something. I mean, anytime that you got somebody, you got a deal, and you got a contract with, you need to seize the moment, especially on one-time customers and stuff. Now, I'm not, after talking to him the other night, you know, and telling him that I wasn't going to be able to come, he was not upset at all. He was like, you know, Ray, don't worry about it, man. I know you. I know the people that know you. I know you ain't trying to, you know, get out of work or nothing. So that made me feel good. And it's just not something that I do on the norm. You know, you know, that's so untypical of me. So you don't stay in business as long as I have, contrary to what anybody thinks or says about the business. You don't stay in business as long as I have and do that kind of thing very often. I don't never do that, even if I'm going to take a hit. Now, if I don't want to do the work, and I don't care, and if I don't want to do the work, or if I see that, have a feeling that the customer's going to be hard to deal with, or you know, anything like that, then well, I'll just call them and tell them I can't do the job. That's usually what I do. But you don't want to burn that bridge either, you know. So we got a lot to do this week, but we don't get no rain, it's going to start affecting things if we don't get no rain this week. And it might already start as soon as I get out here and get to seeing how the grass is growing and everything. If we could get just one good rain, that'd be great. But it's been terrible. The rainfall has been lopsided this year. We're getting a lot of rain in one whop, and then we're getting no rain for a month. It ain't rained 2 weeks here. Yeah, about 10 days. And it wasn't like an all day soaking or nothing. What else I got, y'all? Hope everybody had a good weekend, man. You know, again, I gotta say, the views are up. I don't know what it is, but I want to say, I took a photo of it. I want to say it's like 68% up. That's crazy, man. My views are going up, man. Maybe people's feeling sorry for me. I don't know. But I got an email from Amazon, and my Action 4 camera is going to be here today, they said. So I used the microphone a little bit on that job over there, but that was it. I didn't use it in the shop when all the fans were blowing around me. That would have been ideal. But it's really hard to line up the audio with the video if the camera and the audio are not linked together. So the DJI Mic 2 microphones, they are designed to run with the DJI products. So now the camera that you guys see me on every day, That's a DJI Action, but it's like the first or second one. The fourth one has a lot more capability, and it wasn't that expensive. $300, man. I mean, come on, man. I keep getting views like this. Hell. And I really appreciate the $50, Transylvania. You didn't have to do that, man. You know, we make decent money out here, but it does show the appreciation and everything. That's the only way of viewers can show that, other than viewing, right? So anything and everything helps, you know, me fund a better video quality, you know, and I'm gonna do the best videos I can based on what I know at the moment, and I don't mind spending, you know, money on what it takes to do that. So yesterday when I was talking to the owner, he said, "Oh, Ray, you know, people always do this. Oh, Ray, I forgot to pick all the kids' toys up." He was texting me this morning, and he said he'd already left for work, and I'm like, well, that's not going to stop me. That's not going to stop me from cutting the yard. So I'm gonna have to spend about 5 minutes picking up, you know, this and that, and a few little things right here. No big deal. And some of this right here, I'll just set all that up on the trampoline. Slide the water hose out of the way. So I'm gonna grab my weed eater, which is right here, not a problem, and go on and weed eat and move the toys and everything. So when I get back on the mower, I don't have to get off again. But y'all see the building down there? He's probably going to end up paying me to cut around that building, because it's pretty bad down there, and he doesn't even use it. It's such a waste, man. It's huge too. I want to say it's a 40 by 80 or something like that. It's big. Y'all seen it before, so yeah. So yeah, is what it is. See, so if I mowed first, then what would I do with all the toys? If I'm going to get off the lawnmower and pick up toys, why not just go and grab the weed eater while I'm off the mower instead of getting on and off of it? So basically what I do is I start at this corner right here where the mower is, and I'm just gonna go right around the house. We call that the donut, not a pretzel, but a donut. It's that simple. So and then just zip around the house. There's really not a whole lot of weed eating here. I guess I could put y'all on the weed eater here and see. Okay, here we go. And y'all notice that with me, I know a lot of, it doesn't really matter. I'm just pointing out, I don't really walk backwards with the weed eater, never. I don't, I always walk forward. You gotta be a G to be able to walk forward and be good at it. You gotta think a lot more practice to walk forward. With a weed eater, you don't want to be hovering, you want to be moving. Just like this. As long as I'm walking this way, y'all, it doesn't blow it on me. I'm not, you know, the RPMs are not wide open either. So, I mean, it's, you don't have to be wide open. I'm gonna pick this stick up right here, throw it in the woods over there, so I don't too close to the house. The mower might get it. So here we go. Back a little bit right there. Get in there. Sometimes it's just easy to pick stuff up. Forward. Y'all know, forward. Forward, y'all, forward. See, I would spray this stuff, but I don't think I'm going to spray over here today. It's so dry. You really have to. Camera keeps moving. You'll notice when I come come through here with a lawnmower, I'm blowing it that way. By the fact that I'm walking around the property, I can move stuff out of the way. Like this right here. I'd have to stop the mower to get this up if I don't weed it, if I mow first. So, I'm gonna pick this thing up. Yeah. Stand it up so you can dance. I can get the mower right there. That's one-handed, one arm, whatever you want to call it. See, if I was going to spray over here, I wouldn't do this deep weeding. I would just go along the edges and I'd spray all in the bed. Well, not a bed. Again to move the ladder out of the way. I'm gonna walk around the property. I'm gonna have weed eater run into my hands. I don't know about y'all. Of course, every dog's a little bit different, but this is definitely one you want to weed eat first. And you're catching all the spider webs too. See where the string is hitting the ground at, so when you get close to stuff like this, see, I can see where the, see that? Oh, gotta get the tennis ball out of the way. We don't want a damn sling of ball hit nothing with it. Obviously, you need to create enough room for the mower to get in here without the mower getting all over everything. So, well, I've got to stop the mower again to get this off the grass. Let me get over here real quick, just a few little spots. I would normally spray right here. Walking forward, ain't get nothing all over me, no dust on me, no grass on me, nothing. But I like to be on the concrete when I do this. Let me get some more string here. Let me show y'all. Y'all think Ray can't damn run a weed eater? Come on, man. Right on time, because look, I'm out of string on one side. Y'all see that? But I'm done over here. So yeah. So I ran out of string on one side of the weed eater about halfway through. But I don't let that stop me. I'll go on and finish up if I can with one string. When I've stringed these weed eaters right here, I string one side well, about a foot shorter than the other side. So when one goes out, I know that that it's time to change. So yeah, but if you can not have to change it now, you know, in the middle of the job, that of course you don't want to do that unless you have to. Minutes, $80. Yeah, so y'all saw that tree back there? That's the kind of thing that I love to do because that's a little bit sketchy, right? But we all know that my skid steer will get that. Now, that's not a man lift tree because of the slope. So I know not to bring I know I wouldn't be thinking, okay, a man lift. I wouldn't be thinking that. Thinking skid steer, the grapple bucket, and a brush cutter. Come over here, get that tree down, and then use the brush cutter to go around that building down there. That's what I would do. Because at the end of the day, I know these people, and I'm going to send them the pictures. And I don't know what you guys would think would be a fair price to get that on the ground. But if he, I mean, I would do it pretty cheap, you know, and I could do it pretty fast too, because of we ain't had no rain. I mean, and I don't have to haul it off or nothing. All I have to do is cut it up a couple times. Shoot, I'll come over here for $500 to get that tree on the ground and drag it to the woods. Yeah, with my skid steer, I would. I'm about 4 miles from my house. Well, Red, I thought you said you don't take the skid steer out for less than $1,000 a day. That wouldn't be a day. That'd be an hour and a half, 2 hours. You got to take on all those little jobs, because if I'm waiting on all the big jobs to come along, then the bigger outfits are going to get them, because they can do the bigger jobs cheaper than I can. Where I find my niche with the skid steer and the man lift and all that is in the middle there, where the homeowner don't want to pay, you know, $2,500 to have a tree service come out, and they're going to make it a bigger deal than what it really is to me. Because I pull trees out of other trees all the time over at the bamboo side. I mean, hundreds of trees just like that. And if it falls on down, what I'll do is I'll go down to the bottom. I know exactly what to do. Go down to the bottom, grab it, and go backwards. And then I might have to hook a chain to it. Maybe not, but it would be a job worthy of, well, if I'm the owner and I don't know nothing about that, and I see how it's laying over my damn kid's playground, $500 would not be you know, out of the norm. I don't think. I mean, it's a little bit sketchy, y'all got to admit. So, well, you got to have a machine. I don't know how you're going to get that down without a machine. So the mere fact that I'll bring my Kubota over here, or I guess that they could go down to the bottom there and hook a truck to it, but I don't know how much space there is. So, you know, well, they, you know, so, but they don't even want to cut their own grass, and that's fine. I love it. But let's see if we can get that work too. If I can get that, if I can do that tree for $500, I'm making money, because I don't even need help, man. I can have the other guy mowing grass while I do that, and then I can catch up with him on a route somewhere. That's the bad thing about my new guy. He hasn't been on all the properties yet, but once he gets to all the properties, we can do stuff like that all the time. Because every job that you get with a skid steer, at least for me, it's considering I own the machine. I can dictate what jobs I want to do, and this is these people are here are a friend, they're my mechanic's brother. And I do work for the whole family. So I don't know if he knows that I do tree work and stuff, but he's fixing to find out, because I done tree work for his brother and for his dad and his mom too. So I've done tree work for all of them, and they know that I spend big money on equipment. And so I'm gonna call my mechanic buddy now and tell him about the tree, and then, you know, he can call his brother and say, hey man, do you know about that tree? Because they might not even know it. But that's super dangerous right there, y'all. And I'll put a little clip up right here. It's super dangerous. And it's not gonna hit the house or nothing, no matter what you do. But you don't want things like that hanging like that when you got kids and stuff, because that kids could be back there doing some stupid stuff or playing around, just playing. I'm talking about kids under 10. And that tree fall and it could hit somebody, kill somebody, you know, because kids and stuff don't see it. And I would call the guy right now and talk to him on the phone, but I know he's at work, and he works at one of the hospitals around here. So I'm gonna send him these pictures I got pics, I got receipts, y'all. I'll get that job unless he does it himself. If he hires somebody, it'll be me. So let me I feel pretty good, man. I'm not in a hurry. I'm not pressed. You know, I spent about 35 minutes over here. I got it high and tight, and it was kind of wet, man. Glad for the cooler evenings. So let me go on and text some of these pictures to him. So, because he might know about it, he might be trying to find somebody to do it now. Because I guarantee you they're going to want to get that down. I would, wouldn't you? So yeah.